my videos that I posted earlier. We lost connection a little bit on YouTube. So I want to come on here again because I wanted to talk about where I'm going to see my daughter today. As I told y'all before, she's in the system. She's with DHS, just like the rest of my children. Um, but I have two girls and six boys on the way. Um, anyways, fast forward. I am tired of holding this in. I've said it many a times, and I'm tired of keep going through the same thing. DHS has forced themselves into me and my children's lives because we have been put into an algorithm that we don't want to be in. I have been like gang stalk followed, what they would say targeted. A lot of y'all think targeted means like attacked, beat up only and stuff like that, or verbally abused, physically, mentally, and stuff like that. It's not only that. I am being like hindered, like my own style, my own individualistic, that's what targeted is, an individual, you know, program process that people are doing. I don't know how. I'm not going to get into that on this video, but like I'm going to see my daughter today, so I found out this new way to use clip-ins in my hair. She had clip-ins the last week when I seen her, and I'm like, I want to go show my daughter to see if she, would do her hair like this, whatever. Every time I try to do something, they're watching me on camera. They're stealing like stuff from me so people can do it before us and just different stuff like that, which I don't really mind if people do things, but they have hacked themselves into my life physically, not just like a lot of people talk about, their phone being tapped and different stuff like that. And it's not just that, people talk about, their landlords putting cameras in their homes and different stuff like that. It's not only that, they have been in me and my children's lives for 7 years just because we lost our home from a break-in. We lost our home from vandalism. We lost everything that we owned, like all the way down to like the clothes on our back, and that's all we had. So they have been forcing themselves into our lives like domestic terrorists. This is what DHS is. They're domestic terrorists. Like, I've been on the street. They were trying to, they were trying to extort me to sign my rights over. Um, excuse me. They use things that they think that will make you first. It's narcissistic. If you guys don't know what narcissism is, people, they use things that they think will make you happy and then follow it up with a insult. So they be like, oh, isn't this your favorite song? And you be like, oh, you get happy and stuff like that. And you be like, oh, wasn't it your first boyfriend, your first love, this, and the third? And then turn around like my first love got married. I didn't know he got married 3 years ago, child. And they'll turn around like, oh, he got married. Oh, he didn't want you, like stuff like that. They follow up with stuff like that, thinking that it's gonna hurt you. And I'm tired of holding it in. So I am at my breaking point with this because I have a career, I have a life, I have children who are in definite danger. Like my children, for me, my children are safer with strangers than their own fathers or people that I know. It's ironic because I don't really worry about my other children who are with other people, like with their resource parents and stuff like that. Resource parents is like somewhat of a foster parent. They're not adopted, so I'm not going to say foster parent, but they're resource parents, which means parents and people who are their support at this time. But I'm worried about my main two children who they won't have, well, my three children who they have not allowed me to see. Well, I have not seen my 5 out of 7 children in the last over a year, like a year and a half actually. And this is the second time they've done this, where I have my full rights. I'm supposed to talk to them on the phone. Even the children that I see, I don't talk to on the phone. My daughter is 14. They won't allow her to have a phone. I don't want her to have a phone at this time anyway. It's fine with me, but if she's out and about, I don't think that, you know, she's safe, but I don't trust my daughter having a phone while she's out of my care. So I do appreciate her being transparent for that. Um, and I already talked to her about that, my daughter about that, why she doesn't have a phone, you know, from my point of view at this time. But my other two sons, Kawhi and Ibn, and yeah, Kawhi and Ibn is in danger. They're with my ex-husband's sister in New Jersey. Jersey has hung up on me when I called Childline. They hung up on me, and I haven't seen them in over a year. If you guys go on my Facebook, Spiritually Guided Queen, or just look up my name, Shawnette Hendricks, you guys will see the burgundy. All had burgundy on in the photo, all my children. And the last video of my son was him crying under a table and them canceling my visit with him after him saying that he was being abused. So, if any of you guys can, you know, do whatever, if you guys have seen them or whatnot. One of my sons responded to, his name is Garnell, and the other one, Abdul. Okay, it's been difficult because I haven't seen them for almost 2 years. They haven't let me see them because they have, you know, been saying they've been being abused by my ex-husband's sister, his supposed sister, and they're in New Jersey. They tried to transfer my case to New Jersey so that, because she's trying to get me to come live with her and all of that, because she needs help, because she just went through a divorce a couple years ago from her husband, and she's trying to hang on to money and continue to get services for my son. So she's trying to extort me to help her with her whatever money she has been getting from my two sons, which my two sons may not even be my ex-husbands. So my two children are with possibly a family that I don't trust, who my ex-husband may also be upset that the children are not his, especially if he did DNA tests behind their back. The courts in Philadelphia have allowed this to happen, allowed this to take place out of revenge. My ex-husband is also a ex-military personnel. He used to be in the Coast Guard. He is way older than me. I'm 31. He is almost 60. He's in his 50s, early 50s, probably no more than 55. And my children are in danger. All they're concerned about in this neighborhood in Philadelphia is that saying that I cheated on my husband. Me and my husband weren't together when I was seeing other men. We weren't together. We were on and off because of domestic violence and abuse. Okay. So you guys, please. I don't know what part of New Jersey they are in, but my children are in danger. My son, you know, was crying under a table, saying that he's been, you know, tired of being hid. He's hiding under a table. He's doing the same things I used to do when I was a child. I used to hide under the table from being abused. And I'm very concerned about that. He's my oldest son. He's been trying to protect his youngest brother who's with him. My youngest son, who's with my other son, Ibn Garnell, is Abdul Qawi, and he is Ibn is trying to protect his brother Qawi. Abdul Qawi is actually afraid, so he's lying and saying that he's not being abused because they have instilled fear in him. So please, Abdul Qawi is also he's a premature baby, my smallest baby that I've had. And Ibn also, those two babies were premature and had to stay like in a hospital, NICU and stuff like that, because of my abuse that I went through with my ex-husband. So their bones are very fragile. They are not, you know, if they're not getting the proper nutrients that they need. I'm afraid of that too, that they, you know, one of my sons already has a broken bone. He broke his leg when he was like 3 years old. He's 9 now, and Abdul Qawi is probably 7. it's been a while, so I've been mainly focused on their, like, we don't get to celebrate birthdays. It's the last thing I kind of focus on. I'm more so focused on their health and their well-being. People walk around saying, yeah, that's why they're not eating now. So if I don't cooperate, they're extorting me. If I don't cooperate or do something that somebody wants me to do, or act a certain way, they say, yeah, that's why your son ain't eating now. That's why your children ain't eating now. And it's the third. I have not seen my 5 children out of 7 since for almost 2 years. So please, anyone, if you know anything, if you guys have seen my children, if you know what school they go to, please call Childline in New Jersey. They don't come here to the visits. I believe they don't come here to the visits so no one can follow them back. Can follow them back to New Jersey so they don't know where they're at. I believe Philadelphia dropped the ball with my 2 children in New Jersey because they tried to transfer the case over there so that I could have more than one case to have to fight. So they have not been coming to visits in Philadelphia with me and with their other siblings, so that people cannot follow the 2 boys who are in grave danger. They have been making tarot readings and stuff like that, saying my children have been locked in rooms and not eating and starving and stuff like that. So my ex-husband and his family is out on a rampage and for revenge and for blood because he believes I cheated on him. He's older, so he was shooting blanks. We weren't, together at the time, and he's using that as my children as revenge. So you guys share this video, respond. If you guys, have experience with this, please help. In the meantime, I just been trying to, maintain, live a regular life, work, stay composed. People have been trying to get me locked up, get me in trouble. There's different things like that. All right. If you guys could, assist, please help me with that. As I said, he is ex-military, Coast Guard, so he may have connections of some sort. His mother also works for banks. All right. His mother also works for banks. I'm not sure what his sister is into, but he supposedly comes from a very wealthy family. So I'm definitely being extorted. Please help. Thank you.